In this video, I'm going to walk you through every single detail you need to know about our program and how we helped all these successful, high-achieving Indian professionals who have settled abroad and are building a life far away from home finally achieve the body that commands the respect they deserve for the success they have in every other areas of their life, all without sacrificing their career, busy schedule, or their social life, and while eating the foods you see on the screen. If you stay until the end, you will have all the context you need to make a clear, confident decision about whether you want to be a part of Dynamics and why we are different from the typical fat loss program you've ever seen on the market. Here in Dynamics, we use a scientifically designed 5-phase metabolic rebuild protocol that is responsible for every single transformation you see on the screen. You see, as Indians, we naturally have slower metabolisms and most of us fall into the skinny fat category, lower muscle mass and higher body fat percentage, especially around the abdomen. On top of that, 1 in every 3 Indians, especially women, have insulin resistance, which is the root cause behind most of the health issues including PCOS, diabetes, cholesterol, hypothyroidism, and many other lifestyle-related conditions your parents may be already dealing with and you're likely to face in the near future if nothing changes. This makes fat loss genetically on hard mode for many successful Indian professionals like ourselves. Combine that with a high-pain, high-stress career, and it nearly feels impossible. I call this the South Asian fat loss curse, and this is the exact reason why those last workout plans, meal plans, and the cheaper coaches you hired back home never worked. You were following a generic template when what you actually needed was a structured transformation roadmap built for your schedule, your genetics, your biology, and the life you are living right now, not 10 years ago. That said, the sole purpose of this protocol is to help you boost your metabolism to a point where you can burn up to 50% more calories naturally, help you predictably lose fat, and address the underlying issues such as PCOS so you can get healthy and stay healthy and maintain your dream body with minimal effort for the rest of your life. Let me show you why this works by giving you some context around my background. I've been in the fitness industry for a decade. I started as a martial artist, became a national champion, and started training athletes at the age of 18. I moved to Canada to pursue higher education in fitness, and right after graduation, I got hired in one of the most reputable multinational gym chain across North America. While my education gave me solid foundational knowledge, working at that company gave me something that is far more valuable: real-world insights to challenges that busy, high-achieving professionals face on a day-to-day basis. Over time, I became the go-to specialist for complex hormonal cases such as PCOS, insulin resistance, Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, cholesterol, diabetes, and many much more, especially for Indian professionals living abroad and settled in North America. After working with thousands of Indian professionals and seeing the same pattern over and over and over again, I developed a 5-phase protocol built specifically for South Asian genetics. This system has transformed thousands of lives and earned me the ranking of #1 personal training director for client results in that same company, while also helping turn one of the lowest performing clubs in the company's history to the top #1 club in that multinational gym chain all across North America. That alone should tell you how effective the system is. That's it. Let's get into the details. I'll walk you through what you can expect in the first 7 days, which is your welcome week, and how we set you up for success from the day 1. Next, I'll give you a brief overview of what is included in the program and walk you through the systems we put in place to make sure you have all the support you need to build a body and lifestyle where you no longer have to diet sustainably, long-term, and without ever getting stuck. Last but not least, I'll explain every single detail about the 5-phase body transformation protocol so you can understand what to expect in each phases and move through it with full clarity and confidence. So let's dive in. First up, welcome week. Let's say you're serious, like really serious about making a long-term permanent body transformation. And let's say you're a good fit for the program and you decided to work with us. Here's exactly what you can expect. At Dynamics, we take care of every single detail for you. You may have been in other programs where they dump you into a membership portal with generic workouts, leaving you figure out everything on your own, or you hired a coach back home who sent you a PDF and disappeared with food options that you couldn't even find here in North America. But not only did you not see any results, but now you have no idea how to do it by yourself. That approach clearly doesn't work. We don't do that. We provide a one-on-one premium concierge style customized coaching making the chances of your failure nearly impossible. Our goal is to eliminate all the confusion and create a custom plan according to your goals and your lifestyle, making the path so simple and clear that you can close your eyes, follow the plan, and get to the body that reflects your career and income without ever getting stuck. Imagine having someone who removes 90% of the complexity for you and tells you exactly what to do every single day. Yes, that's what it feels like inside Dynamics. The moment you join, we'll add you to our ecosystem and give you access to all the resources you will ever need. You will have your own profile inside Dynamics app, and I'll personally welcome you to the family. You will learn directly from the individuals who have walked your path, successful, high-achieving Indians who have made the same mistakes but came out stronger. Their experience becomes your shortcut. On top of that, you'll get access to our resource library, where everything you need is clearly structured and easy to follow. But even with all the support, we don't want to overwhelm you from the day one. During your welcome week, your personal success coach will send you bite-sized training for the first 7 days directly into your inbox. There is absolutely no rush, and you can move at your own pace. If you have any questions, your coach will be just a message away. One thing we really encourage inside Dynamics is asking questions, and there is no such thing as too many. In fact, the more you ask, the more we can help. If you're asking questions, it means you're serious, and it gives us the opportunity to give you the support you deserve even more. After you complete the welcome week, at the day 7, you will receive a fully customized training and nutrition protocol that is designed according to your goals, your lifestyle, and your work schedule. You control how many days you want to work out, ranging anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, and the workout will only last 30 minutes. Even though we hold you to a higher standard, you have the freedom to work out whenever you want. If you got a hectic overtime this week with back-to-back meetings, no problem, you can do it after the work. If late nights are your only quiet window, sure, do it at 2 a.m. You have the full freedom. Alongside the training plan, you will also receive a fully customized nutrition plan according to your preferences. And yes, you will still eat the same cultural foods you grew up with and the foods that you already enjoy, so it never feels like a diet. Dal, chawal, dosha, idli, paneer, roti, everything stays. We'll also give you a grocery list based on what's available where you live, so you're never stuck wondering what to buy. Just like with your training, you'll have the same flexibility for your nutrition. You don't need to cut any specific cultural foods, or you don't need to eat at any specific times. You learn all the protocols and know exactly how to eat your favorite foods for the rest of your life while transforming into the best shape you've ever been. Simple as that. Our goal is to create a system that removes stress and teach you all the fundamentals and protocols so you can progress at your own pace for the rest of your life. That way, you have the freedom and, most importantly, the peace of mind that if you can learn how to do it by yourself with us, you'll be able to do it without us for the rest of your life. Not like other programs where they keep you hostage without teaching you all the fundamentals and protocols. So you keep coming back to lose the same weight you lost in the first place, so that way they can make profits over and over. In case if you need any supplement profile, or if you have a history of hormonal dysfunctions such as PCOS, insulin resistance, hypothyroidism, high cholesterol, or any autoimmune issues, we'll do a detailed analysis and help you choose exactly what you need to keep progressing without ever getting stuck. So you never have to stress about that part. But imagine how simple it is that 90% of our clients naturally start eating their chosen foods by week 4. And in case if you need more time, your personal success coach will guide you until you feel confident choosing the foods that you love for yourself. We also ask you to send form check videos from the gym so we can give you specific technique feedback. That way, you'll never wonder if you're doing something wrong, and you will avoid injuries while maximizing results. Just set your phone down and record a quick 30-second video and send it over. Simple as that. Between week 5 and 7, we'll assess your strengths and areas of improvement so we know exactly where to focus for faster results. If anything comes up, you ask, we respond. It's like having a coach in your pocket, and it is intentional. We make sure you never feel stuck or feel unsupported. And when you're around 60 to 90 days in, we'll send you a short feedback survey to understand how your experience has been and where we can improve your journey even further, even if it looks like more one-on-one support from your success coaches. This is just to make sure you feel fully supported throughout the initial phase of your journey. Based on that, we continue refining your program so it feels aligned according to your goals and your lifestyle. All communication, learning, feedback happens in one place, the Dynamics Fitness app. All workouts include video demonstrations and are scheduled directly into your calendar, so you know exactly what to do every single day. No confusion, no overwhelm. Here's the fun part. We keep things extremely simple. If you send us your work schedule, either weekly or monthly, we'll modify your routine according to your work and plug it directly into your calendar. Your workouts adapt your life, not the other way around. So on top of your 99 life problems, workouts won't be one of them. On top of that, the app includes built-in meal tracker alongside your grocery list and meal options. So you can choose all the foods you love, eat whatever you like, and since we can monitor your intake and give you real-time feedback, you will know exactly how to optimize your food habits without second guessing. Your calorie goal will be updated directly into the app, so there are no food restrictions. You can enjoy everything you love, including the cultural foods you grew up with. And don't worry, it won't be overwhelming. We'll provide all the tools and the training necessary for you to choose what you love and progress without any hassle. If you need proof, here are snapshots from our clients' food log. You will have 24/7 text access to your personal success coach inside the Dynamics Fitness app. All of my coaching staff are certified and trained under the same principle that I've developed while being ranked as the #1 personal training director of that multinational gym chain in North America. Combined, they bring over 20 years of experience in coaching, behavior changes, and transformation systems. So you will always find the answers, whether it's early morning or late at night. Your coach will be just a message away. For example, if you're at a grocery store and are unsure about an option, snap a photo, send it to your coach, and get instant feedback. If your questions are too detailed for messaging, you can always join our weekly Q&A calls with coaches and other members of Dynamics family. Or if it's super important, you can even schedule a one-on-one video call with your personal success coach. The more you ask, the more we help. While we offer countless support options, our foundation is in the check-in process. To keep it simple, spend 2 minutes weekly submitting a form of 5 to 6 questions about your stress, sleep, recovery, and all the relevant information. Because we track your daily activities in the app, and with that form submission, we have a complete A to Z information to help you avoid any potential plateaus and to help you keep progressing. Every week, you will either make progress or we make changes. Staying stuck is never an option. What most people love inside Dynamics is that during your check-in, your coach will send you a personalized 5 to 10 minute video walking you through the progress from the previous week and the exact action plan for the upcoming week. To make it even simple, you'll get instructions on what to do every single week. All you have to do is close your eyes, execute, and get to the body that finally matches your standards. No extra thinking, no extra confusions. Every single detail is taken care by your personal success coach. By now, you'd already have some understanding about the 5-phase body transformation protocol, but I'll dive deep into the full system so you have a better understanding how you can achieve your dream body while priming your metabolism to burn more calories naturally, making it easy to stay lean without constant dieting. When I designed these phases, I didn't want just another fat loss program. I wanted a full lifestyle system built specifically for Indian South Asian genetics, where they can go through it once, learn all the protocols, and get lasting results without sacrificing their career, their food, or their lifestyle. The entire phase follows a structured progression, like building a house, from laying a strong foundation to securing everything at the top. Every phase is intentional, and every phase builds on the last one. So let's start. Your welcome week was like creating an architectural plan. The next phase is foundation phase, where we build a strong base. You can't build anything on a cracked foundation, whether it is your body or your house. It is the same. After you set up the base, it is time for the pillar, which is deficit phase, where you predictably start losing weight. Once you have comfortably reached your goal body fat percentage, the next phase is reverse dieting. Think of it as your insurance policy. Just as you protect your house from damage, this phase protects your body from regaining all the weight back which you lost in the first place. After preventing the weight rebound, we then transition into the final phase, like building a roof and securing everything inside. The final phase is lifestyle integration phase, where we focus on long-term maintenance and metabolic improvement so you stay lean without constant dieting. Everything follows a specific cohesive order, and one won't work without the other. As I go more in depth about these phases, you will understand how important these phases are in helping you build a body and lifestyle where you no longer have to diet. So let's start with the foundation phase. After the welcome week, we'll work with you closely to identify anything that is interfering with your fitness journey, physical or mental. We'll help you navigate through it. If it's related to activities like workout, preparing food, or following through on the daily tasks, we'll do a full lifestyle audit and help you create systems that make consistency a no-brainer. One of the most important things we help you in this process is setting up habits and values. So let me give you the answer you've been searching for. Here's the real reason you've fallen off before. It is not because of discipline. Look at your career. Look at the exams you've cracked. Look at everything you built in a country you moved with no network, no family support, and nothing handed to you. The discipline is there, but you were never given a structure that works for you. A training and nutrition program will get you the results, but it is the structure you build while you're inside the program that is going to help you keep the results for the rest of your life. For example, the sedentary STEM career you built is working against your body in many biological ways. Sitting 8 to 12 hours a day keeps your cortisol elevated for a prolonged period of time, and when your cortisol stays elevated for a prolonged period of time, it drives fat storage, especially around the abdomen, and makes insulin resistance worse than ever, followed by the late night large dinners, because that's when you finally have time to sit and eat properly. These are metabolically worst patterns even for us Indians. None of this is your fault, but this is something we fix in this phase. If your body hasn't responded from past crash diets or any hormonal dysfunctions, we'll give you specific steps to overcome those underlying issues, bringing your body to a place where it finally responds to training and nutrition. This makes your work easier and results faster. In this phase, until you say, Dev, this is exactly what I was looking for. Training feels super easy and I know how to include the foods that I love and I can see my body responding, and until you give us that thumbs up, we'll never move forward. As you may know by now, if I say something, I have the proof to back it up. Let me show you exactly why foundation phase is crucial for your transformation. This is Mithu. As you can see on the screen, she tried every single diet under the sun for 2 years while struggling with PCOS and hadn't lost a single pound. She was at a point of giving up after seeing little to no progress for 2 years. But 3 weeks into the foundation phase, before we even touched her calories, she started losing weight for the first time in 2 years. That's the importance of considering your history and making changes in the foundation phase. The same goes for Alfia, a corporate advisor who was struggling with PCOS and constant fatigue. Her body finally responded and she lost 27 pounds. Faith, a human service professional who have tried every single training and nutrition program under the sun, came to us after burning herself out trying while having PCOS. Later in the program, she lost 23 pounds. And Sida, another human service professional who was struggling with PCOS. Once we addressed her foundation, her body responded and then she lost 25 pounds. And Likita, an IT specialist who was dealing with PCOS on top of failed diets. She then lost 27 pounds. Andrea, a senior data analyst dealing with thyroid dysfunction. Once we addressed what is underneath, her body responded and then she lost 27 pounds. This is exactly why foundation phase exists, and skipping it is the real reason why everything has failed before. Once we address your foundational issues and successfully help you establish a routine, we then transition you into deficit phase. Here, you'll start seeing predictable and easy fat loss. The key word is predictable. And if you ask me how, it is because since we addressed all the foundational issues in the previous phase that's been keeping you stuck, and if you're executing it correctly, it is nearly impossible to not see fat loss. While you're predictably losing weight, your sole focus is to retain the muscle tissue you already have. I'll explain why in a second. Remember, all this works with just 30-minute workouts. Take Kirtana, an operations specialist who was burned out after trying every single training and nutrition program under the sun and never found a routine that is sustainable for her lifestyle or her career. She achieved this physique with the same strategies and while working out just 30 minutes 3 days a week. Sandra, a protective services specialist, was dealing with the exact same issues, back-to-back 12-hour shifts. She then later lost 30 pounds in the program. Anjana, a childcare professional who have tried diet after diet with little to no results. She then lost 22 pounds. This phase, once the foundation is in place, is where the results become impossible to ignore. Now, once you've reached a comfortable body fat percentage or your goal weight, we then focus on reverse dieting to make sure you don't regain the weight which you lost in the deficit phase. To drive this home, let me share a quick story. You've probably heard countless people say, yeah, I lost 20 kgs, but right after I stopped the diet, I regained it all back. There is many examples out there, but who knows, maybe some of you watching this have experienced exactly that. This phase is exactly to avoid that situation. In the deficit phase, your body was used to handling less food. If you suddenly jump back to eating more calories without teaching your body how to handle it, that's where you get problems. In this phase, we teach your body how to handle more food without regaining the weight which you lost in the deficit phase. As a result, you can expect more food, more energy, and sometimes even continue losing weight. Lakshmi, an IT professional who had already been through a cycle of losing weight and regaining it all back. In the program, she lost 25 pounds and kept it off ever since. And Reggie, a busy head travel nurse working 12 plus hour graveyard shift who had dealt with the same weight regain cycle. She lost 31 pounds and kept it off. And this is the message she sent me after a year of graduating the program. This phase is exactly what makes the difference between a transformation and just another diet. Now comes a final phase, a phase that will help you secure your fat loss results and improve your metabolism, helping you be a calorie burning machine. In simple terms, a phase where you prime your body to burn more calories for you. This is lifestyle integration phase, where we focus on improving your BMR. In simple terms, improving the amount of calories you burn by increasing your skeletal muscle tissue. Now you may ask, Dev, what do you mean by burning more calories without any extra work? How is that even possible? I'm glad you asked. Let me explain. Metabolism means your ability to burn calories. The more metabolism you have, the more calories you burn, and the less metabolism you have, the less calories you burn. As Indians, remember, we naturally have slower metabolism, which is why most of us are skinny fat, where we have disproportionate amount of fat, especially around the abdomen. This makes it extremely non-negotiable for you to increase your metabolism, for you to keep the results long term, and especially to improve insulin sensitivity, to make sure you don't have back-to-back health issues waiting for you in few years. Now the question is, what influences your metabolism? While you have genetics, age, and other factors, the most important driver is your muscle tissue, because muscle is calorically expensive, meaning you need to burn more calories just to keep the muscle you already have. Meaning you can eat a lot more food if you have muscle and your muscle uses it for daily activities. The more muscle tissue you have, the more calories you burn, and the less muscle tissue you have, the less calories you burn. And let me answer that thought for you ladies out there. No, you won't look manly or look like a She-Hulk if you build muscle. To prove it to you, do they look manly? I don't think so. So here in this phase, once we focus on getting you stronger than ever, we increase your metabolism and help you build muscle tissue. Imagine going on a family trip and not having to worry about losing your progress. You can enjoy your time knowing you have done the work necessary to improve your metabolism, so all those extra calories won't affect your weight as quickly as you think. In simple terms, not only you can eat more food and burn more calories, but it also primes your body to burn more calories long term, making it easy to keep your hard-earned results for the rest of your life. On top of that, achieve that lean, defined look you always wanted. In this phase, we'll also teach you intuitive eating methods so you can keep progressing without tracking the calories. This is our 5-phase metabolic rebuild protocol, where we help you build a body and lifestyle where you no longer have to diet while solving the genetic Indian South Asian fat loss curse. Depending on your goals, lifestyle factors, and diet history, the timeline of you actually making the transformation will be different. There are many nuances to consider. So on that first call, when you share your goals and lifestyle, we'll map out exactly how these 5 phases would look like for you. But here is the roadmap we follow. And if you have any questions, feel free to rewatch the video once again. This is the same system that has transformed Divya, a busy corporate executive, Adarsh, a busy technical operations specialist who's transformed himself and now helps others transform while sharing what worked for him inside our coaching community. Reggie, a busy head travel nurse working 12+ hour weeks on the graveyard night shifts. Yeah, a busy IT software professional and a family man. Reshma, a busy mom and a corporate professional, was struggling with postpartum weight gain while dealing with the complicated diastasis recti. Ramya, an IT professional who was dealing with postpartum weight gain and then lost 26 pounds. Shilpa, a senior software application developer, was dealing with postpartum weight gain and then lost 24 pounds. Risha, a registered nurse who was juggling time management and failed diets, lost over 26 pounds. Ajit, a software engineer who was constantly fatigued and struggling to find time, lost over 29 pounds. And now if you're thinking, this sounds too complicated, I don't know if I can stick to this, or I don't know if this will work for me, I have two things to say. First, if high-performing Indian professionals, software engineers running on 3 hours of sleep during a sprint, pharmacists working 12-hour shifts, nurses pulling double shifts, and business owners keeping everything together can do this, so can you. Second, you are not alone. You'll have experts by your side, hand-holding you throughout the process and simplifying every single detail, making sure you complete each of these phases. All you need to do is ask questions and follow the instructions. Simple as that. And if you do, at the end, you will have a body where you no longer have to diet and you can stay lean all year round without even thinking of gaining weight. Now, if you're thinking, Dev, will this work if I have hormone issues? Absolutely. This works regardless of your age and even if you have PCOS, hypothyroidism, insulin resistance, high cholesterol, and other lifestyle-related diseases. All of our coaches are best in the industry and hand-selected by me, and all of them are trained under hormones and behavior changes. So not only you have experts who can find the solutions for you, but you also have me by your side with the expertise of training thousands of individuals with complicated cases to advise on your specific situation and ensure your chances of failing are 0 to none. Now, if you're thinking, Dev, I'm so busy, my work schedule is so unpredictable, and I want to join when my life actually slows down. You know who else said that? All these individuals you see on the screen. And here's the thing, you're never really going to be less busy. You might think you will, but that's what you said 6 months ago, right? If life does slow down, you start, you lose the weight and learn how to maintain it while everything was easier. But what happens when life gets busy again? All that progress gone. But if you learn how to build the body you want while it's busy, while life is hard, while everything feels chaotic, you'll dominate when it gets easier. Here's another thing. We actually save time for our clients because we find the blind spots that they've been wasting it. What high performers like us typically do is apply the same work hard principle from their career into fitness. So you add unnecessary volume and make fitness feel like a second full-time job. But when we focus on efficiency and doing only what is required, you can be done with just 30-minute workouts in a maximum of 3 days a week. I built this program specifically for busy, successful professionals with advanced time optimization strategies. I used the same strategy to stay in elite shape while running a training team, managing trainers while working 14-hour days to stay ranked #1 company-wide. If they can do it while being in their busiest seasons, so can you. Now, if you're like, Dev, will this work for me if I'm traveling or while I'm on a vacation? Most of our clients are highly successful Indian professionals, so last-minute trips happen all the time. When you travel, all you have to do is have a conversation with your success coach. We will adjust every single protocol according to your travel schedule, so you know exactly how to manage fitness while you're on the road. Even better, send us your itinerary and we'll customize every single detail, so you know exactly what to eat, where to eat, and where to work out. 0 thinking required. Now, if you're like, Dev, I need a personal trainer in the gym with me, and I don't think online training would work for me. Take this from a former personal training director who ran the top training department of the most reputable gym chain in North America. I led a team of more than 10 in-person trainers, but soon I realized that 1-hour session weren't enough. What about the other 23 hours? What about your habits, your nutrition, and your mindset? Most gyms and personal trainers simply don't cover that. That is exactly why we shifted to online coaching, to give you the transformation you deserve. We don't need to prove it, but the math speaks for itself. We provide 24/7 support 365 days a year. Average personal trainer rate is $100 an hour, 5 workouts per week, that is $500 a week. In a month, $2,000. In 3 months, $6,000. In 6 months, $12,000. Per year, that is $24,000. And that is just training sessions, not including our nutrition support, 24/7 access to your coach. So basically, you have a coach in your pocket, the community, the resources, the teachers from a decade of experience, and access to all other industry-leading coaches. And I can go on and on and on. In fact, most gyms and trainers are not legally qualified to coach nutrition. So the value we offer inside Dynamics is obvious. If you want to waste $24,000 per year, or if you want someone to babysit you in the gym, sure, in person might work. But if you care more about guarantee of results and self-sustainability, online coaching wins every single time. Now, if you're thinking, Dev, I've tried fitness programs before and nothing worked. How is this different? Think about it this way. Just because you didn't crack the right exam on the first attempt doesn't mean you stop. You found a better strategy and went again. That's how you win. And another example. Just because you had a relationship failure while you were younger, would you ever say that marriage is not for you? I guess never. So why, when it comes to your own body, you put a label on yourself saying nothing ever works for me? In fact, this quality of yours makes you a perfect client, because even if you fell off before, you still haven't given up and you tried again. That shows you have what it takes to fight for exactly what you need. And since you know what doesn't work, you'll know exactly when you see a plan that suits your lifestyle. And it is clear by now, we don't do shortcuts or generic plans. What we do is ultra customized according to your goals and your lifestyle. And when it is designed for your life, why would you struggle with consistency? And why would it feel like a second full-time job? It won't. Since we have 100 plus protocols in our back pocket, we are confident that we can find a routine that works for you. That said, if we don't truly believe that we can help you with your specific situation, we'll be honest right on the spot, because we refuse to damage our reputation with empty promises, and we have a track record to back that up. This is our dispute rate. In simple terms, out of coaching thousands of individuals, only one person has ever been unhappy with our service, and that's on us. We take full responsibility. We failed to set clear expectations right from the start. That specific client was looking for a quick fix, overnight results, and to be honest, those are the clients we prefer not to work with. At the end of the day, our dispute rate is 0.42%, which is unheard in the fitness industry. That means 99.5% of people we have ever worked with were genuinely satisfied and got real, lasting results. And to maintain that standard, we are very selective about who we work with. If it turns out we are not the right fit, no problem. My only promise is that we leave you better than we found you. So as a recap, you can start with just 30-minute workouts 3 days a week. You have full freedom on the days and times you need to work out. Whenever you have a window, that's when you go. You have absolutely no food restrictions as long as you're staying within your calorie goals. Dal, chawal, the family dinners on Sunday, and the chai in the morning. All of it stays. If you ate what you love every single day and still manage to stay within your calories, you're progressing. That way, it will never feel like a diet. And if you ever doubt yourself, we are here 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You are paying us for a transformation, and it is our responsibility to teach you all the protocols and fundamentals so you can keep your results for the rest of your life without ever asking help from another coach ever again. If you're looking for a shortcut or a quick fix and not willing to learn the protocols that will help you maintain the results for the rest of your life, hate to tell you, you just wasted your time. Ultimately, here in Dynamics, you don't have to worry anything about training, nutrition, and accountability. All you have to do is close your eyes, execute what we are saying, and get to the body that finally matches the standard that you hold in every other areas of your life. That being said, we look forward to speaking with you on the call. Chat soon.